friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to part 7 of the Tissue Box Ukulele project. Okay, so so in the previous episode video, I was securing the neck in place. I installed the electronics, and I'd finished at that stage, and so it's all together now, and I've put the back on as well. So you know, this is what it looks like now. Looks a little bit like a tissue box ukulele. So yeah, so the neck's secured on, got all the electronics in, and the back's secured on, and I've also fitted the strap buttons. The only reason I've done that now is because I know I'll forget later. Right, so now we are at the stage where it's time to start stringing it up and setting it up. So let me just turn the camera around a bit and come down. Okay, how's that? That's pretty good. Put the light on. Okay, so I'm not going to waffle on, I'm just going to crack straight on with the job. Okay, so I've got the strings here, and I've already tied some ball ends to the ends of all the strings. I didn't bother filming that, that's not particularly exciting. So I'm going to put the two, let me think, I'll put the outer strings on first. Okay, so bridge pins. So I've got these bridge pins. You're really not going to be able to see it, but they've got kind of faux abalone tortoiseshell dots in the end. And I've already off camera beveled the ends so that the string, when you put the peg in, the string won't sit on the end of the pin there. It will slide right the way, it will come up that little ramp, and it'll come right up to the top there, which is where they're supposed to be. Right, so first string going in. Here we go. Let me just zoom in a tad actually. That's better. A bit more. Okay. So in goes the first string. He says, already coming across a problem. Let me just grab a toothpick. It's just kind of jamming in the hole a bit, but that's not a problem. I'll get there. Okay. Right, I need something a bit more sturdy than that to push that in. Just shave this little bit of wood down, a bit thinner. Should do it. Oh, it's too thin now. Right, okay, problem. Okay, hadn't envisaged this as a problem, but that's okay, we'll overcome it. Let's go for thin needle file. Let's go with that one. Just to push that through the hole. There we go, that's that one in. Let's get the other one in as well. So I'm sure they're all going to be a bit of a problem. Wow. Okay, those are in. Right, let's get the pins in those. Okay. Right, first one going in. I'll just make sure that's going to go past that. Okay, first one, and this one this side. Right, I'll get all the strings in this end, and then I'll start to put them onto the tuners, the other end. Right, so that's G. Let's make sure I get the right string in the right place. That's my C. Ooh, this one's going to be difficult to get in, I can see that. Right, I'm going to come back to that one because that's going to be quite a problem, I think. Let's just put this one in. There we go, that one's in. Right, now this is the C string, the thickest string, so I'm feeling I might struggle to get this one in. I wonder if I can feed it through the other side. Highly unlikely, but I'll give it a try. I'm going to get close, am I? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see where I've knotted it around that, it's very bulky, and it's proving a bit of a problem getting that through the hole. Okay, I'll need to re-tie that. Let me just undo that knot. Because I really don't think that's going to go through the hole at all, and I don't want to make the hole any bigger just for that, because then the bridge pin won't fit in properly. So I'm going to try and re-tie this knot as soon as I've got it undone. Okay. Right. Let me just try that. Let's grab a pair of thin pliers. Just pull that tight as it is. I think that's still going to struggle a bit to get through there. Let me just try that. That's very tight, very tight. Yes. Okay, right. I'm going to take the ball end off of this one. Because it's a thicker string, I won't really need it, and it's just going to be too difficult to get it through there, and I could end up damaging something. So I'm going to take that ball end and put the knot back in the end of the string. Okay, probably do a double knot. Just see how that looks. Yeah, do a double knot in there, I think. Just make sure it's tight and it's not going to slip out again. Hadn't really thought about that. It's sometimes it is a bit of a problem getting them through, but as I said, because this is the thickest string, just doing a double knot in the string itself will be ample, more than enough to stop that pulling back through. We just nip the end of that off from my good cutters. Ooh. Yeah, that will be just fine. I'll just make sure that's tight as it will go. Okay. Right. Just poke that through now. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's get that one in. Okay. Okay, and the other one. Right. They're all in really, really tight now. They're not going to come out. Sorry, 1 second, I've got to blow my nose. Right. Okay, so all the strings are in at the bridge end, so now I need my string winder, there it is, and start to put the strings in this end. So I'll start with the two outer strings which go on the two lower tuning keys. So what I do is I bring the string up to the inside of the tuning key and go through the hole. So from the inside coming outwards, go through the hole. Easier said than done. Okay, through the hole, and not pulling it too tight, but so that it's not, you know, like 2 inches spare. Go back around the inside of the post again, and then back through the hole again. So it's gone through twice. Okay, pull that up taut, and get my string winder on the tuner. Wind it round. Now, I'm not going to cut off the excess of the string yet because I might need to adjust how much string I put through the hole. I might need to, you know, put a bit more through or pull it back out a little bit. Depends on how much winds around the post when the string's up to tension. Okay, so the same now on this side. So I'm bringing the string up the inside of the post, through the hole, okay, round again and through the hole again. That slipped underneath, we don't want that, okay. Right, pull that taut, string winder, away. How are we doing for time? Oh my goodness, really? Right, that's those two. So now the inner two strings, which are the top two tuners. Okay, so exactly the same thing. Bring the string up to the inside of the post and through the hole. Wrap it around the post again and back through the hole. Okay, now that's the C string, which is the thickest one, and they don't always go through twice. This one has, it's no problem. So just get the string winder on that and tighten that up a bit. Okay, right, last one. Again, up inside the post, round and through the hole, back around the post and through the hole again. And pull it taut. String winder. Okay. Put that in the nut slot. Right, okay, so that is now all of the strings on. Okay, so start to get it tuned up to pitch now. Just while the strings are quite loose, I'm just checking the action here, the string height here at the 12th fret, which looks good, and also at the nut, the first fret, and yeah, it all looks great. Okay. So, tuner, headstock tuner, or clip-on tuner. Oh, battery's low on that. Should be alright. Okay. So I personally prefer to tune the inside strings first, the two inner strings first, and then the two outer strings, just to kind of keep things a bit even. Just grab a neck block. Okay, let's tip it up on its side. Actually, let's put it that way, that's better. Okay, so start on the C string. More or less, hold on, let's slip down again. Okay, E string. What's that catching? So you're hearing this thing make a noise for the first time. the same time I am. It does sound as though it's going to be fairly quiet, but that's fine because we've got the pickup as well. So I can already see on that E string, there's quite a lot of windings on there, so I'm probably going to have to pull that back through a bit, but that's why I don't cut the end of the string off too early. Okay, that's kind of an E. This is awkward. 1 second. S and A, okay, and now the G string. Keep the jokes to yourselves. Well, that's cool, kid. Okay, that's coming up to pitch now. Obviously with nylon strings they take forever to settle down, they just keep stretching and stretching. Right, okay, so it's more or less up to pitch. Let me just zoom back out a little bit. So it's more or less up to pitch. I'm going to start checking the intonation. I'm just going to quickly look at the action again, which to me looks perfect, but I'm going to check it with my gauge anyway at the 12th fret. Depending on how you play a ukulele and what kind of style you play, the action at the 12th fret should be anything from 2 to 3 millimeters. I think 3 millimeters is way too high myself, but okay, so this is currently at right at the bottom end, 2 millimeters. Check all the strings. 2, 2. Yeah, between 2 and 2.25 millimeters, which is absolutely perfect. And at the 1st fret, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so how's the time? Okay, right, so let's start to check this intonation now. If you remember from a previous video, it wasn't very stable, so one side was sharp, the other side was flat. Sounds a bit like a ukulele now. Right, G. It's a little sharp, but it's not too bad. I could live with that, that's no problem. The A string. Well. That's about right. That's not bad, that's pretty close. Okay, C. So this is where we're going to get the problems, if anywhere, I would have thought. C string. Perhaps a tiny bit flat, but it's not too bad. Not bad at all, that's close enough. E string. check one more time. Okay, G, little sharp, yeah, it's a bit sharp, it's not too bad. C, C's not bad, pretty close. E, the E is almost perfect, and the A. Well, I don't know what to say. It's actually a lot closer than I was expecting. It is close enough to be, you know, workable. You could live with it like that, even as a, you know, intermediate player. I mean, you know, sort of high end and professional. It's not quite so good, but it's you know, it's really good enough for what it is at the moment. So. Okay, time's running out. Right, what I am going to do, I'm going to try and tweak the intonation a little bit. Now, what I need to do for that is on the saddle. So if the string is playing sharp at the 12th fret, sharp is short. It means that if it's sharp, the string is too short. So you need to try and bring it back a bit at the saddle. If it's flat, the bridge is too far. So sharp, short, flat, far. So if it's sharp, it's short, you've got to lengthen it. If it's flat, it's too long, you've got to shorten it. Or it's too far, you've got to shorten it. Now the way you can do that on these types of saddles is you take a file and you file the edge to bring the top of it across or forward or back. So if it's sharp, I need to file from this side to bring the top edge back, which will make it longer. If it's playing flat, then I've got to file this end to bring the top edge forward to shorten it. So I'm going to play around with that off camera and try and get it dialed in a bit better. Although at the moment it is good enough, but I want to try and make it better if I can. And then in the next and final video of this project, which will be part 8, yeah, part 8 will be a playing demonstration, not a good one, and I'll play it acoustically and electronically, and I'll play a little bit through my multi-effects pedal as well. I'll have a little play around with it off camera and see, you know, which settings sound the best, and we'll have a little go with that as well. So, just remove that. Apart from a bit of fine tuning and removing these string ends, this ukulele is finished. Tissue box ukulele is all done. As I said, apart from a little bit of fine tuning, it is done. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I hope the customer will be happy too. I think it looks great myself. I mean, it's not acoustically, it's not really loud, but that's the good thing, because you can either play it quietly acoustically or plug it into an amp and annoy your neighbours. Okay, so that's the end of part 7. Part 8 will be a playing demonstration, because, as I said, this thing is complete, all done. Apart from a little fine tuning, and it's ready to go. So, as I said, the next one will be a playing demo, but I'm going to have a little, you know, play around with it, experiment with a few things, see what sounds best, and then make a recording. So, in the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other, and we will see you soon. Peace out.